Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Florida Gators, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will kick it away to start. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, and the sack all the way back at the 5.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of them.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gators! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Florida's offense will go to work for the first time today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. Open field on the run. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The throw to the outside is complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The run from the shotgun. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge.
He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Off-play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Spears. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Randall. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock.
Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Brings up second down.
42 Spider. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. Smith dropping to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Henderson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Under fire. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Gators will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man. It's Henderson. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. This is a designed run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Smith wants to throw. Rushes on him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Coming out with it, it's Daniel. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Smith dropping to pass. Dances away to buy time. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today at Oxford. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Pass interference. Offense.
They had the first down before that. He backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. They'll send the back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Smith wants to throw. That's caught. It's Henderson. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it, fired complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Daniel. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Smith dropping to pass. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniel. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. The sure hands, it's Henderson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Keep running, man. Let's go.
The Gators will go for it on 4th down. A design run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. No, I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated.
Brings it down on the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Paul. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. Hunt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got...
There he goes! Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Finds his man. It's Spears. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat them.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Grab behind the line. It's Spears. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on note.
Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Let's hear if the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Flips it out in the flat. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, 1st down and more. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
At the 31. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked